Hello horror fans and welcome back to the Scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos, your one-stop little shop of eldritch horrors and the quizzically bizarre world of Howard Phillips Lovecraft. What's going on guys? As always, I'll be your spirit guide Jack Finch as we once again stare into the cosmic abyss, and guys, if we keep this up, eventually it's going to start staring back as we take a look at the Top 5 Scariest Lovecraftian Monsters Part 3. Well, look at us, eh? Part 3. We've managed to skip our way through the terrifying world of H.P. Lovecraft, racking up 3 videos worth of his most sinister and grotesque creations. And guess what? Still not a sniff of Cthulhu. Why? Because we're better than that. Cthulhu's been done to death. He's the Taylor Swift of the great old ones. Don't worry guys, we've got you. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Before we jump into that though, you know how it is by now, horror fans. If you're a fan of this video, this particular Lovecraft series, or just top 5 scary videos in general, then please be a dear and hit that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe bell so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest uploads. If you'd like to get in touch with myself, Lucy, or the creative team here at Top 5 Scary Videos, then be sure to take a peek at the info box down below. On with the show. Kicking off at number 5, Zoth Amok. An entity that really lives up to its namesake of being weird, amorphous, and full of tentacles. Zoth Amok, also known as the Dweller in the Depths, is a great old one whose first appearance was in 1975's Out of the Ages by Lynn Carter, who then later emerged in Brian Lumley's Titus Crow series. Zoth Amok is described as being distortedly cone-shaped and having 4 sucker-lined arms similar to that of a starfish, apexed with a tooth-filled maw and a great mane of tentacles. Zoth Amok was spawned as the 3rd son of Cthulhu and Idya, untold eons ago in the binary star system of Zoth. His brood brothers and sisters are Gatanathoa, Ithogtha, and Cthulhu, and along with their father Cthulhu, they all shipped off to Earth. Eventually, Zoth Amok was defeated in the long war with the elder gods, and he was imprisoned deep beneath the seabed near his father's tomb in the dead city of R'lyeh. He waits there for eternity, whispering into the darkness, waiting to cast his will into the dreams of mankind. Much like his dad. Coming in at number 4, Ihort. First appearing in the 1980 Ramsey Campbell novel Before the Storm, although appearing in reference notes since the late 60s, Ihort is quite the mysterious great old one. And that's saying something because, as you know, these guys are pretty elusive. Here's something to sum this guy up. His name is derived from the German word Ei, meaning egg, and Horten, which means horde. Yeah, he's a walking, clicking sack of great old one babies. Gross. Ihort, also known as the god of the labyrinth, lives in an endless network of caverns and tunnels situated beneath the Severn Valley in England, which is near where I grew up. No thank you. Ihort appears as an enormous gelatinous blob supported on hundreds of tiny bone-like legs. Its whole body is covered in a shifting, writhing mass of eyes which constantly disperse and reform at random. The real kicker though is the reason for Ihort's existence. It lives for the sole purpose of capturing humans who stray into its realm. Once it captures a poor, hopeless, unfortunate victim, it offers them a bargain. Either they allow Ihort to implant its young into their still living body and eventually after incubation burst into a disgusting brood of its vile babies, or be immediately and violently, gruesomely consumed. Yeah, I think I'll take the latter. Next up at number 3, Ithaqua. Otherwise known as the Windwalker or the god of the cold white silence, Ithaqua is the Lovecraftian equivalent of both the Wendigo and the Yeti, yet like with many of these terrifying great old ones, he's 1,000 feet tall and inspires horror on a cosmic scale. Ithaqua is an enormous humanoid with webbed feet and glowing red eyes who frequently stalks the Arctic wilderness, preying on the unwary and the unfortunate. Many of those who live in Ithaqua's hunting grounds leave sacrifices in a stark effort to appease the beast, but as you can guess, it's never very successful. Anyone who is unfortunate enough to be caught by Ithaqua are dragged off to his true home, the ice-ridden planet of Borea, where he aims to swell his growing band of worshippers. It gets weirder though because Ithaqua will then attempt to mate with any females by inserting a psychic seed into their womb, inevitably developing into a great old one offspring. He aims that one day one of these terrifying children will help in destroying their true enemy, the Elder Gods, though historically this this hasn't gone too well, and Ithacua still waits for his true terrifying heir. Well, we said it before, but the Great Old Ones are some pushy parents. Swinging in at number 2, Yig. And if you've got a fear of snakes, you may want to look away for this one. Yig, also known as the father of serpents, or even more conveniently, the snake god, has a pretty straightforward role in the pantheon of the Great Old Ones, although it's in his method where the real fear lies. Yig manifests as a gigantic snake with the arms of a man, although he sometimes appears as a bizarre reptilian humanoid. Lizard people. Am I right? Yig is considered to be the god of snakes and serpents everywhere, and his fierce devotion to his children is the source of his wrath. When he emerges from his sleep, his sole purpose is to punish those who have harmed his serpentine brood. In The Curse of Yig, written in 1929 by Zelia Bishop and edited by H.P. Lovecraft himself, a couple from Arkansas moved to Oklahoma in search of a better life in the late 1800s. Unfortunately for them though, the husband has a fear of snakes, and his wife deliberately destroys a nest of newborn rattlesnakes to ease his phobia. Well, yeah. Bad news, and Yig sends swarms of his children to attack the couple, killing their dog in the process. In the end, to ultimately take his vengeance, Yig forces the woman to kill her own husband with an axe before transforming her into a part human, part reptile monstrosity, cursing her to wriggle on her belly like a snake for all eternity. Yikes. And finally, at our number 1 spot, Azathoth, the big guy himself, and the fact that it's taken us 3 videos to finally reach this guy is saying something. Now, you see, it's difficult because Azathoth isn't a Great Old One or Elder God. He's an outer god, and that means that he doesn't concern himself with the likes of Cthulhu and his brood. He's an intangible horror, an entity that lurks in the darkest depths of space, writhing in an eternity of cosmic torment. Also known as the nuclear chaos, the demon sultan, and the blind idiot god, Azathoth's first appearance was in an unfinished 500-word short story written by Lovecraft in 1922, which would later be transformed into the dream quest of unknown Kadath. Azathoth exists outside reality, and there can be no definite description, as everyone envisions his ever-changing visage differently. He gave birth to the darkness, the nameless mist Nyarlathotep, and spat forth Yog-Sothoth. In The Insects from Shagai by Ramsey Campbell, his worshippers are many, and in a forest temple in the Goatswood, his cultists worship an idol carved in his image, a horrible, bestial, mouthless face with deep-sunk eyes and covered in glistening black hair. As far as Lovecraftian entities are concerned, they don't get much more cosmically terrifying than Azathoth, a creature so vile that even uttering his name can drive people to madness. I guess I best shut up then. Well, unfortunately folks, that's all we've got time for in today's video. Cheers for sticking around all the way to the end. If you'd like to continue on with your horror binge, please feel free to hit that playlist floating shortly above. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, ding that subscribe out, and show us some love in the comment section below. As always, I've been your host Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 5 Scary Videos, and until next time, you take it easy.